Next project on the beast, installing these MSD ignition coils. Now, I didn't want to install the full set all at once in case it didn't work properly, and I'll show you the reason why. On the MSD website, this is a stock one. I typed in the information from my car, 2017 Honda Civic Si. Now, I didn't want to bring up the submodel for the Si, but they did have coil packs for the 10th Gen Civics. However, there was one situation that I didn't see until I received it. Now, if you look closely, you'll see what I'm talking about. See that there? And see that there? See the grooves? This plastic groove right here is on the bottom. This plastic groove here is on the top. So when it came to connecting the coil into the harness wouldn't receive it because of the grooves. So on this one, like the other ones, I trimmed down that plastic groove and it went in perfectly. The clip on the top right there is what's holding it on, so I should be okay. Being that I had to do that, I made the decision to only install one coil to see how the car performed with just the one coil on, and kept the other three on there. So if anything went wrong with this one, if it wasn't going to function, then the others will keep going. So seeing as how I didn't have any issues, no knocks came up with this particular cylinder, nothing was wrong, I'm going to go ahead and proceed forward. I'm going to check all the plugs right now, and if the plugs are good, I'm going to keep them. If not, I'm going to swap them out and then continue forward with swapping out the rest of the coils. Okay, so I've taken off the 10mm nuts that hold the coil packs to the cylinder head, and then using a 14mm deep socket, I went ahead and I loosened up the spark plugs. Now what I do, because my 14mm doesn't have that rubber gasket in there, I'll use the coil, make sure that the spark plug is all the way loose, and then stick the coil down back in there, and it grabs the top, and I can pull it out and put it back in, just like that. So guys, you can take this advice as you want. Me, I'm putting anti-seize compound on the threads. The reason why this cylinder that this came out of was really binded up. When I had installed these, I installed them very slowly, where they're spinning very freely, so there's no cross threading. That's one thing I'm absolutely insane about preventing, is cross threading. However, the last time when I installed these, I did not use any of the anti-seize thread chemical on here. So even though I did it as smooth as I possibly could, there's still the chance that you could get binding and possibly damage the threads on your cylinder head. So I'd highly recommend using some type of anti-seize compound on the threads. So just to show you, this is the kind of smoothness you want when you're installing your spark plugs. Nice and smooth and easy. You don't want no kind of binding. Look, I'm doing this with 2 fingers. If I could do it with 1 finger, I would try, but 2 fingers will still just work the job. Smooth all the way down. See that? That stops right there, tight. That's it. That's all I need. I'll go back through and give it a quick little 1 little quarter turn with the ratchet. But when you go down, I'm on the plug. See how smooth that is? 2 fingers, baby. If your shit binding and you gotta get that plug out of there, throw that shit away, go get a brand new one. That one that I pulled out right there, I was gonna put it back in. I put it back into a different cylinder, and it was acting like as if it was cross-threading, so I said screw that. I had another set upstairs, so I just went ahead and grabbed that other set, threw a new one in there, and we got that smooth rotation. All right, first fire, all the coils. Been a long day, boys. Got that new headlight in finally. There's the old one, all broken up and busted as you can see. What I did not know, my fog light's busted, so I gotta order one of those. Whew. Long day.
Dali na, mag-ingay-ingay kita kaupod ang top mobile sounds. The best! Dali na, mag-ingay-ingay kita kaupod ang top mobile sounds. The best!